G'day everyone. In today's video, we will be fitting some Whiteline sway bars. These ones here are actually for the Evo. The ones we have are for an EK Civic. Most of you guys at home know about sway bars, you know what they do, you know what they're for, but more often than not in Australia, most guys are rolling around in an EK1 hatch. It doesn't have a rear sway bar. It doesn't even have a front sway bar. Every now and then there's a special on Whiteline. People jump on, everyone piles on and buys Whiteline sway bars. That's what I did for the Evo, and that's what this customer did with his Civic. What most people don't realize is you're missing a few parts if you have an EK1 hatchback. You don't have any mounting brackets or anything for the rear sway bar, and you need totally new control arms for the front because they don't have the little eyes on them, little tag where the sway bar link pin goes. So you need those things. You also need the little D brackets or U brackets where the sway bar bolts to the chassis, so you need to buy those, and some bolts, and then you can whack them in. But in this video, I'm gonna show you the parts you need, how to fit them, what they look like when they're fitted, before and after, and you can see the difference for yourselves with the driving. So check out this video, hope you like it. Bit of an impromptu one. I wasn't planning on filming anything like this today. All right, here you can see the factory EK1 control arms, and there is no tab here to mount the sway bar. There's also no brackets underneath here where the sway bar is going to mount to, and you can see these ones are pretty tired anyway, so they're gonna need replacing. In the back, you can see also drum brakes. This is the base model Civic. There's a spot there where the sway bar can go, and then there's two holes here where the sway bar brace can mount to. So it's a pretty straightforward install. This car's already had a couple of the bushes upgraded. You'll also notice this is the standard small brakes. So this car is a base model Civic EK1. It doesn't come with any sway bars at all. So we've gone ahead and removed the wheels off the back. We've taken out the inner lower control arm bolt because we're going to need to bolt on everything here. We can leave these ones done. We'll get to that in a second. In the front, we've taken out the control arms because they don't have the provision to even fit a sway bar. And the other thing is you need to remove the exhaust and just drop the shifter linkages down, because the bar's going to go over here and tuck in just above there, well out of the road of everything. So we've done all that, we've done all the hard work. Let's check out what's going to go in the car. So we've got some brand new hard race replacement lower control arms to suit the EK sedan or the EK4, which has the eyelet here for the sway bar to bolt to. Now these are really awesome because it comes with a lower knuckle ball joint, which at this age of these cars pretty much all need replacing. We do have these on the Spool Up website, but they do actually come with these arms. So whatever you want to do what's best for you, but we have them on the website. We're not going to replace these just yet. The ones that are on the car aren't too bad. We're going to save these for when we do a knuckle upgrade to run bigger brakes. After we fit all the bottom arms, we're going to then fit some top arms. These are again hard race upper control arms. I have these in my Civic. For a street car, it's always important to remember to run the rubber bushes. There is no need for spherical joints. The brass bushing inside the other metal bushing, when you go over bumps, vibrate. It's going to wear away really quickly. But this is what we're here for, and that is the handling upgrade. So we've done the maintenance, we've done the camber, so the handling upgrade in the front. None of that's going to matter if we don't have a sway bar. Now these Civics do not come with a sway bar. Whiteline have recently had their Black Friday sales. I've got myself some Whiteline bars to go in my Evo. I've also got this exact same setup in my K-Swap Civic as well. So I know it's a really good upgrade and I know it works really well. If you have a hoist, it's pretty easy to fit. If you're doing it on the ground, make sure you got some really tall jack stands and a really tall jack, because you're gonna need to pull most of the stuff off in the front. The rear, anyone can do that in a couple of hours. It's not too difficult. The only tricky part is, you know, getting it around the exhaust if there's not much clearance, but it looks like we've got plenty on this one, so should be nice and simple. We have a new subframe brace in the rear, which is where the sway bar mounts to. We have the sway bar mounts which go into the control arms here like so. And then we have all of the other necessary hardware and bracketry to accompany all of that. I did a detailed video on how to do this on my channel about 2 years ago when I fitted them to my Civic. So if you want a detailed explanation, click the pop-up here and go and watch that video. This one is just a bit of an overview. We're doing some before and after driving, which was the main complaint of the last video that I did. I didn't show the before and after, mostly because my car had a blown up engine at the time. But we're gonna do before and afters on this one. So stick around to see that. We're gonna fit these up now. I'll show you what they look like once they're in the car. And here in the back, you can see it's all installed now. We've used all those same holes. Nothing's been drilled out and everything bolts up absolutely perfectly. Here you can see it's all mounted up now. We've used those factory holes. Everything bolts up exactly perfect as you think it would with a Whiteline product like this. So now the front sway bar is fitted. The next thing to do is the front upper camber arms, and we'll get those sorted in just a moment. I've got to get up to removing those upper control arms, or the upper camber arms in the front. So I'm going to do that now and get those swapped out for some hard race ones. So when setting up your hard race upper camber arms or upper control arms in the front of your Civic, you're going to want to put them in and you're going to want to get some more camber. How do you do that? I'm not the right guy to advise you on wheel alignment specs and all that sort of stuff. What I've done in the past, and it's turned out not too bad, they haven't had to adjust them too much, and I've made sure they're equal, is I've taken a socket, I just pick one at random which looks good, and that goes in there. I slide it down, make sure it's perfectly snug, and then torque everything down there. Same on the other side. And provided that these are both exactly the same and every other measurement is 100% accurate, and also the car's frame and chassis is 100% accurate, which it won't be, it's an old car now, then we should have exactly the same camber on both sides. That is never going to happen, and you should 1000% always get a wheel alignment done. Better than nothing, it's better than what's in there. We're going to have a bit of camber. We've still got tons of adjustment left. We don't want to go full tilty boy. We want something. We want to achieve something from today until we can get the car to the wheel alignment shop and get it dialed in for a street/track daily driven EK Civic with some nice tasty suspension mods. Today's video was a totally off-the-cuff, impromptu one and totally wasn't planned at all. Hope you enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. We've been doing a lot of suspension stuff again lately, a lot of SUPERPRO stuff, a lot of Whiteline stuff, and there's going to be videos coming up on fitting Whiteline stuff to the Evo. As you can see, it's going back together, so more of that to come. I've got to go and edit some videos now, so don't forget, spoolup.com.au, grab all of your parts that you need for your builds there. Bring the boost, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.